Hello everyone, exeter-rider. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Now this week I do apologise to my regular subscribers because this isn't directly linked to motorbikes. This video is about the camera that I use, and it's the GoPro Hero 9, which is a fantastic camera, and I use it with the Media Mod, and which is a similar Media Mod to what's used on the Hero 7 and 8. There's just one big problem with them really, with the Media Mods, and that is that the actual thumb screw is really difficult to get at. Certainly when you've got gloves on. So what happens is you try and do it up as tight as you can, but sometimes when you get home, it's dropped like that. Okay, so what you can actually buy is longer thumb screws, which come out to about here from the US. But the problem is that they are quite pricey. They're about £15. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to put a H9 socket in the end of the thumb screw, and that will give us enough leverage then to be able to turn the thumb screw properly. Make it a lot easier. Now what we've got here is we could possibly put in a H8 socket, okay? But it's just a little bit too loose. Whereas the H9, because of the little nibs that's inside there, I'm hoping that you can see that, but there's some little nibs on the inside of the socket area there, which makes this a little bit tight. So what I am going to do is to heat this socket up here and then melt the plastic so it pushes in to the socket, and then I'm going to use a bench grinder and just grind off each side of this socket here, just to give it myself a bit more leverage to hold on to the socket and turn it. I don't really need to do that, but I mean it would be okay as it is, but at the end of the day, if I take a bit of metal off each side, it's going to be easier to turn, and also it will make it lighter as well. I need to get this hexagonal socket to fit into here and get rid of those nibs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to heat it up with my burner. Okay, so remember you need to do this outside because melting plastic is toxic, okay? So you do this at your own risk. It's not really something I would advise people doing. The other option is just to cut away at it with a knife, which is another good option actually. So I would advise cutting away with a knife, so do as I say, don't do as I do. I think that's the way to put that one. Heat it up like so, that should be ready, and look at that, look. In it goes. I don't want that to get stuck in, so we'll pull that out. Okay, so that's cooled off now. So already, when I put that in there, that's already a really good tight fit, right? But what I want to do to make it lighter, is one reason, and also to make it easier to turn, I'm just going to take the edges off here and create two flat edges with my bench grinder here. It's going to be much easier to grip now and hold on to. Cool that off in my favourite cup, and it's done. Right, okay, next we need to get the thumb screw. Take this out of the mold grips. I'm going to use some Gorilla Glue, okay, which is suitable for bonding metal to plastic. Again, I'll try and put a link in the description for that stuff. It's fantastic stuff. So the thing to remember with Gorilla Glue is that you need to wet both ends, alright? Because it only reacts with the water. So that's the two ends I'm going to stick, and they are pretty much soaking wet there. Now, due to the nib of my Gorilla Glue being messed up, I've had to take the lid off and do it like this. I'm using an old drill bit here. I'm going to put a bit on the very end of this piece here. And then I'm also going to put some internally on the other part as well. You have to remember that this stuff does expand, okay? And it's amazing how much it does expand actually as well. So do bear that in mind. And all we're going to do is push it together. It's a really good fit there. A really good fit. Right, so although this isn't fully dry yet, you can see this. See what I mean there? So I've got much more leverage on it. I can make it tighter or looser, and it's not going to move up and down and give me all those problems which I had before. So there you go. That's that. All those times I've had my gloves on trying to do up the thumb screw, and even without my gloves it was really, really tough to try and get a hold of. Whereas now it's absolutely easy. So I can just pull it off like so. All the links to the thumb screw and the hex socket is going to be in the description. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Now, if you haven't been here before, if you could click a like and a subscribe, it would be much appreciated. I'm hoping that that is going to help people. Like I say, some people have used longer thumb screws, but they are quite costly to get hold of in the UK. And I think this is a good fix. I think this solves the problem. And like I say, it's going to be quite substantial as well. By the time the glue dries, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be pretty damn good, that. Very pleased. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry that it wasn't the normal motorbike related subject, but it's kind of linked. Thanks for watching, and as ever to my subscribers, thank you for watching the videos, even when it's not really motorbike related. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next Friday. Have a good week, whatever you're up to. Cheerio.